Hi Marist Athletes, my name is Sydney Nitskorsky. I'm the registered dietitian for the athletic department. Today is a fitness video, a 10-minute core video. We have the same format as last week if you were able to join that one or do that one. It's 5 exercises, 2 rounds. We'll move continuously, so each exercise will be about 45 or 50 seconds, then we'll go right into the next one. All right, let's get started right away. The first 2 exercises are planks, so this is gonna be a lot on the upper body. Exercise number 1, plank bird dog. So you can do this full or modified. I'm gonna start the clock. In a full plank, it's gonna look like this. Right arm, left leg, lift, put it down, other side. You certainly can modify by dropping the knees. You just need a little bit of a lift, but if you wanna make this more challenging, big extension with the arm and the leg. You can tell I lost my balance just a little bit at the end there. One part came down faster than the other, so ideally, hand and foot hit at the same time. For me, I have to go pretty slow on these. Again, if you've never done this or if you keep doing it and falling, just drop your knees, try this modified. This is a big one. From here, we're gonna go into shoulder taps. We're already at 45 seconds, so if you need a quick second, drop the knees. Quick child's pose, then come on back into that high plank. We're gonna do shoulder taps. So I put my feet just a little wider so my hips do not move. Tap right, tap left. Again, you can modify. And anytime you're modifying, you think about between the knee and the shoulders is one straight line. Same thing if you're in a full plank. Between the heel and the shoulder, one straight line. So again, this is core strength, but man, your shoulders are gonna feel this quite a bit. Make sure your hands land right under your shoulders, so they're not out here, right? That's the tendency, is to push them a little further when we get tired. And the goal here is not to move the hips. I can tell mine are wiggling a little bit, so I'm gonna slow down. Imagine you're balancing a tray of something on your back, cupcakes, kale salad, something you don't wanna spill. We've got about 3 more seconds, and then we're flipping over into bridge. It's gonna feel great. Upper body gets a rest. Flip it over. So a regular bridge, our feet are pretty close to our bottom. This is a hamstring bridge today. Feet go much further out. I'd say a good 12, 18 inches. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the hips. We're just in a dynamic hamstring bridge. All the way down, push way up. So a couple things to think about. A lot of times when people do bridges, and I do this myself, we let the toes lift. We think about the whole posterior chain, backside of the body. But today, especially for this hamstring bridge, it's really helpful to push your entire foot into the mat. You probably already feel your whole hamstring, backside of the leg, and the glutes working. By pushing the feet out, gets a different body part. Nice and slow. This part on the ground is the tiniest little tap and then back up. We're not resting there. You can dig the shoulders down, dig the elbows down so the shoulders are really active, and push your feet, your toes and your heels equally into the mat. We're almost at 45 seconds. And then we're gonna go right into a side plank with a clamshell. So this has a little bit of core involvement in a side plank. Line everything up, soles your feet and your spine, elbow right under your shoulder. We're just going 20 seconds because we're going right side and left side. So we come up, clamshell, knee goes up, everything comes down. Up, down. If you're doing this and you're like, Sid, this is killing me, you're gonna lie all the way down, rest your head, and just do a regular clamshell. But if it's not killing you, we just have 5 more seconds left. I'm gonna spin so that I can stay facing you, but please just go right through to the other side. Quick transition, set everything up, and then here we are. Spine is in one line. What I find a lot of times people are like, what's happening? And they look down and they break this spinal position. Don't look down, it's not that interesting. Just keep yourself, you can even put your hand overhead to remind yourself. Glute should be heating up just a little bit. Get 1 more clamshell. Nice job, flip it over onto your back. All we have to finish out these 5 are leg taps, heel taps. So push your knees away just by an inch, and then all we do is drop right, bring it back, drop left. So this looks really simple, right? But the more stable we are, the more challenging this becomes. You might have a little tiny curve, the natural neutral spine of your lower back. Just make sure that stays exactly like it is, or you push your lower back flat. If you want to make this a little harder, you lift your head, neck, and shoulders up. Be really conscious that you don't pull in. You want to keep your legs, I'd say, at a 90-degree angle. If you want it to be a little harder, you push them out even a little further. We're at 33, we're going to 45, and then we're going to repeat it all. Head, neck, and shoulders come up even higher. Space between your chin and chest. Just look up at the ceiling. Close your eyes if you like. And relax. Take a quick second, maybe have some water. We're back to our plank bird dog. Again, modified or full. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go for it. Either a little lift or a little bit bigger extension. When I think about which exercises I want to do in these videos, I really think about trying to be well-rounded. So something for as much of our core as we can. So shoulder blades, glutes, stomach, upper, lower, obliques. I always welcome feedback. I'd love to know if you're doing these videos, if they're challenging, if they're not challenging enough, if they're too challenging. All right, we have 5 more seconds. And then we stay here, go right into shoulder taps. If you need a quick little break, take a quick little break. Otherwise, I'm just gonna hang out in a plank. We've gone for 45 seconds. You can take your rest if you want it, otherwise you start shoulder taps right now. I kind of always have to remind myself to slow these down. When I slow them down, I know that my form is better. When I speed them up, my hips start to go side to side. So pull the belly button up, hands land right under the shoulders. Anytime you need to drop your knees, fine, drop your knees. But if you don't need to, just don't drop them. I know it's hard, it should be hard. Push the ground away. If you feel like closing your eyes, that's a nice additional challenge. After this, we're in that dynamic hamstring bridge, so shoulders will get a nice break. Just about 10 seconds left, friends. Keep your hips nice and still. I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. Last one, flip it over. Ooh, thank you, arms. All right, dynamic hamstring bridge. So legs go out, they're not real close to your butt. Further away, squeeze the shoulder blades, and begin up and down. Again, great place to close your eyes if you want. Dig the elbows down. Here, your butt's gonna hit the ground just really quickly before you go up. There's no resting. There's no resting like I just did. It's just the tiniest little tap and up, but I do want you to tap. The mid and upper part of your back, or I should say the mid part of your back's not gonna hit the ground. We're at 30, we're going to 45. I hope this is starting to get a little bit challenging for you. It's challenging for me. Dig the elbows in. Don't let the shoulder blades relax. Okay, really keep them nice and active. Get one more, and then we're in that side plank. Let's start on the side we ended on. I always like each side to have a chance to go first. Elbow right under the shoulder and begin. Anytime you're doing a right and a left, I always like for each one to go first. I don't know if it's because I have 2 kids and feel like I need to keep these even, but the first side tends to be where you have a little bit more strength, so it's nice to change it up and not always do the same side. So on this, make sure you're not rolling your hips back, right? The knees and the hips stay straight forward. Some people have different ranges, right? So it doesn't matter how high the leg goes, as long as this bottom hip is nice and high. Flip it over. There's a chance that was 30 seconds instead of 20 seconds. I may have gotten carried away talking about form. We'll do the same thing on this side. Active fist on the ground. You can connect the heels, but let the toe go up, or keep the toes connected, either way. Ooh. 15 more seconds, friends. And then we just have our one last one. That's it. And that's our whole 10 minutes. I hope this goes quickly for you. It doesn't feel like 20. It goes quickly for me. Last one. On your back, toe taps. Take a nice deep breath. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. We're gonna do this one for a full minute. And then we're done. I hope you're taking time to eat really well, drink enough water. Please feel free to make an appointment with me for an individual nutrition session. I really love meeting the athletes. I will be meeting with as many teams as there's interest in. A lot of the teams I'll meet in the fall, but I'm happy to meet you whenever it works for you. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. To make an appointment, you would just email me. My email is listed on a little poster in the can on the first floor right outside the basketball courts, and your coaches should also all have my email. Little space between the head, neck, and shoulders and the ground, and between your chin and your chest. We have 8 seconds, friends. That's it. Get one more in, and we're done. Nice job. Thanks so much for doing this 10 minutes of core with me. Again, my name is Sydney Nitskorsky. I hope to see you at some point soon. Have a great day. Bye.